At a debate held in Kampala with a topic surrounding what the relevance of International Criminal Court is, several key speakers from the legal, political and social fraternity gave divergent views about whether Uganda needs to remain under the Icc or not. The debate comes weeks after the Kenyan Parliament moved a motion to pull out of the Icc in protest of the then pending trial of the head of state Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy President William Ruto, who are now under trial at The Hague.
I would love to see an indictment against the president of Uganda. I would love to see an indictment against Raila Odinga, against Mwai Kibaki, because these were the main protagonists in the different conflicts that the court is now investigating.
An established standard of respect for fundamental rights cannot be derogated. You cannot derogate, you cannot move away from it. Therefore, whether or not you are a state party, it is very likely that you can be tried before the ICC.
Perpetrators of criminal injustices with impunity should be put where they deserve. For the reason being, man shall not be equal before God alone, but to fellow man as well.
This as the brainchild of the pull-out idea, the African Union once again threw their weight behind Kenya by calling a special summit to discuss a mass withdrawal from the ICC. A letter sent to the ICC signed by African leaders says William Ruto's presence in The Hague will disadvantage Kenya as the African Union pins the ICC of witch-hunting African leaders and ignoring atrocities elsewhere. However, the ICC maintains that it is standing up for victims of crime wherever they are, though questions are why the US is not party to the Rome Statute.
The court is a relevant court and the court must be supported. The court has problems, but these structural problems are problems that come because the court is only 11 years old. Those who don't support this court don't support justice and therefore should be dismissed as irrelevant themselves.
ICC is very, very irrelevant. We should look for solutions within ourselves, within our countries. We should allow ourselves to vote for the right leaders in office. We should allow ourselves to have our own solutions. The arguments against should indicate to us alternative justice systems that substantially can supplant the International Criminal Court for purposes of trying such causes.
I believe that prevention is better than cure. Rather than concerning ourselves with setting up irrelevant bodies like the ICC, let us think of a much better mechanism of preventing atrocities and violation of human rights before they are committed.
The African Union Summit is slated for 13th October in Ethiopia capital Addis Ababa, though whatever decision will not affect the ICC proceedings. Already, 34 of the African Union 54 members have signed up to the ICC amid calls for the trials of the Kenyan leaders to be sent back home. Apparently, the ICC is investigating 8 cases in Africa, including Liberia's former president, Charles Taylor, with Sudan's leader Bashir due to appear at The Hague.